противника флагом. Готов.
The Grad-type multiple launch rocket system belonging to the 38th Separate Motorized Infantry Brigade, part of the Vostok Forces Group, launched an attack on Ukrainian forces positions around Chervonoye in the Zaporozhye region. The missiles struck enemy defense lines, destroying several posts and leaving significant debris and damage in the targeted area. Not only that, the multiple launch rocket system, MLRS, from the Tsentr Forces Group was back in action on the front lines, this time in the direction of Krasnoarmeysk, one of the most active sectors in the ongoing conflict. In this military operation, the rocket artillery unit targeted Ukrainian forces attempting to defend strategic areas around the region. With a barrage of simultaneous rocket launches, the MLRS system was able to create a hail of projectiles that suppressed enemy movements, destroyed troop concentrations, and damaged enemy defense infrastructure. Each salvo was fired with high-precision coordination, aerial reconnaissance, and support from other ground artillery units. Field sources reported that this intense attack caused significant losses on the Ukrainian side, both in combat equipment and personnel, while the Tsentr Group forces continued to maintain their offensive momentum. This operation is proof of the MLRS's effectiveness in providing massive firepower on the modern battlefield. The latest Russian offensive has also succeeded in cutting off one of Ukraine's main military supply routes. The vital logistics route used to deliver ammunition and equipment to the front lines is now completely paralyzed, forcing Ukrainian forces to find alternative routes amid Russia's intensifying offensive in the region. To make matters worse, Russian forces used Iskander-M tactical missile systems alongside Su-34 fighter bombers to attack areas where Ukrainian personnel, weapons, and military equipment were concentrated in Vostok in the direction of Krasnoarmeysk. These high-precision strikes destroyed a number of important targets and weakened the enemy's combat capabilities. Then, the 123rd Separate Motorized Infantry Brigade Artillery, which is part of the YUG Forces Group, launched a precision strike towards Seversk and successfully destroyed the Ukrainian forces' UAV command post and defense bunker. The attack was carried out after aerial reconnaissance detected intense activity in the area. As a result, several Ukrainian personnel were reported killed, and a number of military equipment suffered severe damage, weakening the enemy's operational capabilities in that sector. The Russian Geran 2 UAV team once again demonstrated its effectiveness in combat operations by successfully disabling a convoy of trucks belonging to the Armed Forces of Ukraine, AFU, near Chernoplatovo in the Sumy region. The drone attack targeted logistics vehicles carrying ammunition and military supplies to the front lines. The explosion caused extensive damage to the convoy and caused a massive fire at the site, disrupting Ukrainian forces' supply lines in the sector. While Ukrainian soldiers were busy moving personnel, snipers from the Zapad Forces Group, part of the 25th Combined Arms Army's Mechanized Infantry Unit, successfully thwarted the Ukrainian Armed Forces' attempt to move personnel in the direction of Krasny Liman. The high-precision fire halted the enemy's movement and thwarted their troop rotation plans.
Уходим.
The Msta-S anti-tank missile forces, ATGM, of the 25th Combined Arms Army, part of the Zapad Forces Group, launched an accurate strike on the positions of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, AFU, in the direction of Krasny Liman. Through targeted fire, this unit successfully destroyed enemy forces and military equipment, including armored vehicles, thereby hindering the movement and combat capabilities of the enemy in that sector.
Выстрел!
The crew of the two S-1 Gvozdika self-propelled gun from the Vostok group launched an intensive artillery strike against the defensive positions of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, AFU, in the Zaporozhye region. With the coordination of aerial reconnaissance, the artillery fire accurately hit the enemy's fortifications and key defensive points. This attack caused significant damage to Ukrainian military infrastructure and forced opposing units to retreat from several strategic positions on the front line. The situation on the front lines is heating up. Russian forces are now deploying heavy artillery units with Msta-S self-propelled systems from the Tarnopol self-propelled artillery regiment, part of the Zapad group, to pound Ukrainian Armed Forces defensive positions in the Svatovo-Kupiansk direction. This artillery attack is being carried out with high-precision coordinated fire, destroying defensive fortifications, ammunition depots, and enemy troop concentrations. The operation strengthens Russian firepower dominance in the sector and weakens Ukrainian defensive capabilities. With its deadly long-range strike capability, the 152mm Giatsint-S self-propelled gun from the artillery brigade, serving in the 25th Combined Arms Army, Zapad Forces Group, successfully destroyed the Ukrainian Armed Forces, AFU, defensive fortifications in the Krasny Liman direction. The primary target of this attack was a defensive position equipped with a UAV command post, used for reconnaissance and coordination of airstrikes. The high-precision strike caused severe damage to enemy defensive facilities and reduced the operational effectiveness of Ukrainian forces in that sector. In recent operations across various fronts, from Zaporozhye, Krasnoarmeysk, Seversk, Sumy, to Svatovo-Kupiansk, Russian forces have continued to intensify their attacks on the positions and logistics of the armed forces of Ukraine. Elite units such as the Zapad, Yug, Vostok, and Tsentr forces groups have demonstrated high coordination through the use of advanced artillery systems, Iskander-M tactical missiles, Geran 2 drones, and Giatsint-S and Msta-S self-propelled guns. These attacks have successfully destroyed various important targets, including defensive fortifications, logistics convoys, UAV command posts, and enemy bunkers. This joint operation demonstrates an increase in the precision and effectiveness of Russian tactics in suppressing Ukrainian forces in various strategic directions. With artillery dominance and air reconnaissance superiority, Russia is attempting to narrow the enemy's maneuvering space, cut off main supply lines, and significantly weaken the combat capabilities of the Ukrainian armed forces. If this trend continues, the balance on the battlefield could increasingly favor Russia, strengthening their offensive position in the ongoing conflict. Thank you for watching this video.